Hello and welcome to Balanced Body Pilates. I'm Selena. I'm so happy to have you here as a part of this community, so thank you so much for joining and choosing to train with me and start your Pilates journey alongside me. I am so excited to be a part of your journey and see how strong you can get and how the power of Pilates will help change your mind, your body, and your life. I wanted to walk you through a little bit how it works here on the community and where to start on your journey. You'll notice that the Pilates classes are grouped into different styles. I've got sculpt, power, sweat, and stretch, and pre and postnatal. The reason for this grouping is to separate the different kinds of Pilates that I think is important to implement throughout the entire month or throughout the week, or depending on what your goals are in terms of your body and your mind and your life. Sculpt Pilates is very focused on intentional movements. I tend to go very slowly. I like to use the prop like the Pilates ball. These classes are tailored to help you find your strength and find the power in moving slowly and with intention. That does not mean that they are less difficult than other classes, but it's really great if you're a beginner because you can move very slowly and go at a slow pace and discover what you're capable of. And it's also perfect if you're an advanced trainer because you can really utilize each movement and each repetition to strengthen your body like never before. Power Pilates is personally one of my favorites. I tend to implement weights during these sessions. Power Pilates is great if you're trying to really improve strength, or if you're feeling really particularly strong, or you want something that's quite challenging, then I would highly recommend Power Pilates flows. You can use Power Pilates even if you're a beginner, but the flows tend to be quite advanced, but that doesn't mean that you can't give it a go and take the modifications that I give throughout the classes. Sweat Pilates is definitely a cardio-based type of workout. It's great if you've got weight loss goal or if you're trying to improve cardiovascular fitness. Sweat Pilates is definitely a challenge, but you can always use modifications and just go at your own pace as well. But I do tend to work on sort of a faster pace, faster time. So it's great if you're up for a challenge and you want to push yourself. Most of the time they don't use a lot of equipment. I might throw in a band or some weights or something along those lines, but you can always do the classes without any equipment. Stretch Pilates is included for recovery days or days that you aren't going to be doing a heavy workout, but you would like to move and improve your flexibility. I think Stretch Pilates should be included every single week. It's very important to keep the body mobile and supple, especially if you're going to be exercising often. Pre and postnatal area is obviously suited to our lovely new mums. The classes are made to target the deep core, which is definitely the target area for new mums, without causing too much stress on the body and making sure that you're moving in your own pace, either during your pregnancy or in your recovery. If you're not pregnant, you can still use the pre and postnatal classes. I would highly recommend learning how to engage your deep core, even if you aren't pregnant. But the beauty of Pilates is that most of the exercises that we will do and most of the flows do target the deep core anyway, because it's a very big part of Pilates practice in general. In terms of when and where to use the classes, most of the classes you can use anywhere. All you need is yourself and your mat. Obviously, I do add some of the equipment in, but if you don't have the equipment, that is totally fine. You can always do any of the classes without the equipment. But I would recommend buying some, so I will put an equipment list in another page on this course so you can have a look at the equipment that you might need and buy some at your own leisure. In terms of when to do the classes, if you guys know me and follow me on Instagram, then you'll know that I'm very female health orientated and women's health focused. And so I do recommend training with the cycle and training with the menstrual cycle because I find that it's very, very beneficial for my clients and for myself. And it has literally changed my life, training like that. Underneath each class, you'll have a short description of what the class entails, the level that it's suited for. And then I will give a little extra PS quote that explains what time of the menstrual cycle it's focused for or what time I recommend using it in. Sculpt Pilates and Stretch Pilates you can use any time of the cycle. Power Pilates and Sweat Pilates I would definitely recommend through the middle of the cycle, so avoiding doing a sweat class when you're in your late luteal phase or on your menstrual phase, because it can put a lot of stress on the body to do such high intensity exercise when you're having your monthly bleed or around that time. And the same goes with the power Pilates. I mean, if you're feeling very strong, you could probably do it in the week leading up to your period and the week after, but I wouldn't recommend it during. It's important to take your rest during a menstrual phase and get ready to be as powerful as possible throughout the next cycle. If you have any questions regarding that, you can always send me a message, or if you have any questions regarding anything here in the community, feel free to send me a DM. I am online all the time and I will reply to you as quickly as possible. Just to explain to you a little bit about why I created this community, Pilates is honestly the best form of exercise, and I'm talking from experience. I've been working out for my entire life. I started as a dancer in my youth, and then I moved into teaching strength training for many years and as a personal trainer. I recently, about 2 years ago, discovered Pilates, and I discovered the power of this kind of exercise. Not only has it made me the strongest I've ever been, it provides this wonderful mindfulness that we don't normally get with other kinds of exercise, even though it seems like this underdog of movement and that it's quite soft and feminine. The thing that I love about it is that feminine doesn't mean fragile. These Pilates workouts are some of the hardest workouts that I've ever done. And I just love that about it, because it seems so soft on the surface, but it's so strong at the core. And it makes me so passionate to share what I've discovered with so many women. Pilates has this beautiful feminine energy about it, and we can be so feminine and gentle and beautiful, but at the same time, so powerful, so strong, and so fierce. And I just think every woman in the world should know about it. And I can't wait to see how you grow and how much you start to discover the power of Pilates practice. And I can't wait to be alongside you for the journey.